Dear students, welcome to Lesson 3 of our Introduction to IT for Business course. In Lesson 3, we will continue covering Microsoft Excel. We will learn how to create simple charts and manipulate with them, use functions and formulas, sort and filter data. Sorting data. Sorting makes it easier to read or analyze the data in a worksheet. When you sort data, you rearrange the rows based on the contents of a particular column or a set of columns. Rows with duplicate data in the sort column remain in their original order. Rows with blank cells in the sort column are placed last in the sorted list. You can sort data alphabetically, numerically, or by date in ascending or descending order. Ascending order arranges text from A to Z, numbers from smallest to largest, and dates from oldest to newest. Descending order arranges text from Z to A, numbers from largest to smallest, and dates from newest to oldest. If you want to sort data by single column, select a cell in column that you want to sort by. On the Data tab, in the Sort and Filter group, click Sort Ascending or Sort Descending. You can also sort the data in the worksheet by several columns by adding levels of sorting criteria. Excel permits to sort by up to 64 columns. First, select a cell in one of the columns that you want to sort by. Second, in the Sort and Filter group, click the Sort button. The Sort dialog box opens. Third, if the data has a header row, make sure that the My Data has headers checkbox is selected. Fourth, under Column, click the arrow and select the first column that you want to sort by. Fifth, under Sort On, click the arrow and select Values. Sixth, under Order, click the arrow and select the desired sort order. Seventh, to add another column to sort by, click the Add Level button and then repeat steps. Eighth, when finished, click the OK button. Filtering data. Filtering allows you to view or analyze a subset of the data in a large worksheet. When you filter data, Excel displays only those rows that meet the criteria you specify. The rows that do not meet the criteria are hidden, not deleted. You can filter by one or more columns. Each filter limits the data to which you can apply the next filter, helping you narrow down the results. For best results, do not mix data types, such as text and numbers, in the same column because only one type of filter command is available for each column. Excel includes an autofilter feature that can be used to quickly filter data. To enable autofilter, on the Data tab, in the Sort and Filter group, click the Filter button. Filter arrows appear next to each column heading. Clicking the Filter arrow of a column displays the Sort and Filter menu, which includes sorting and filtering commands, as well as a list of the unique values in that column. You can filter data by selecting values from the list, by searching for values, or by specifying conditions. To filter by selecting values, first, click the filter arrow of the column that you want to filter. The Sort and Filter menu appears, displaying a list of the unique values in that column. Second, deselect the Select All checkbox at the top of the list, and then select the checkbox next to the values by which you want to filter. Third, click the OK button. Excel displays only those rows that contain the selected values. To filter by specifying conditions, first, click the filter arrow of the column that you want to filter. The Sort and Filter menu appears. Second, point to number filters, text filters, or date filters, and then click Custom Filter on the submenu. Third, in the Custom Autofilter dialog box, enter one or two filtering conditions By selecting a comparison operator, such as equal or greater or equal to, from the box on the left and entering a value in the box on the right. After applying filters, you may want to remove them from the worksheet to redisplay the hidden data. You can clear filters one at a time or clear all the filters in a worksheet at once. To clear a filter from one column, click the filter arrow next to the column heading to display the sort and value and filter menu, and then click clear filter from column or select the select all checkbox. To clear all filters at once, in the sort and filter group, click the clear button. Entering data with autofill. The autofill feature automatically fills in data based on the data in adjacent cells. You can use it to enter data in a series, such as months, days of the week, and quarters, or copy values or formulas to adjacent cells. First, select the cell that contains the first value of a series you want to extend, or the data you want to copy. Second, point to the fill handle, the green square, in the lower right corner of the selected cell. The mouse pointer changes to a black plus sign. Third, drag the fill handle over the cells that you want to fill. As you drag, a screen tip appears showing the data that will be entered in each cell. Fourth, release the mouse button. Excel fills the cells based on the contents of the first cell, and the autofill options button appears in the lower right corner of the last cell. Working with charts. A chart is a graphical representation of numerical data. You can use charts to make it easier to spot trends, highlight important changes, or compare individual figures. A chart is composed of many elements. Some of these elements are displayed by default. Others can be added as needed. You can also remove chart elements that you do not want to display. Not all elements appear in every chart type. Creating charts. Excel provides a variety of chart types that you can choose from when creating a chart. Each chart type has a number of subtypes and is best suited for conveying a different type of information. If you are not sure which type of chart is appropriate for your data, you can use one of the charts recommended by Excel. On the screen, you can see chart types and their descriptions. First, select the cells that contain the data you want to include in the chart. Second, on the Insert tab in the Charts group, click the chart type that you want to use, and then click the desired chart subtype. The chart appears in the worksheet. To create a recommended chart, in the Insert Chart dialog box, on the Recommended Charts tab, select one of the recommended charts in the left pane. In order to modify a chart element, you must first select it. You can select only one chart element at a time. Changing chart type. You can change the chart type of an existing chart without having to recreate it from scratch. To change the chart type, first, select the chart that you want to change. Second, under Chart Tools, on the Design tab in the Type group, click the Change Chart Type button. Third, in the Change Chart Type dialog box, select the desired chart type in the left pane, select the desired chart subtype in the right pane, and then click the OK button. Changing chart data. A chart is linked to the worksheet data that was used to create the chart. If you change the data within the original range, the chart is automatically updated to reflect those changes. You can add or remove data from a chart by changing the data range included in the chart. You can also hide a particular series or category by applying a chart filter. Select the chart that you want to change. Under Chart Tools in the Design tab, in the Data group, click the Select Data button. The Select Data Source dialog box opens. In the worksheet, select the new data range. In the Select Data Source dialog box, click the OK button. the chart is updated to reflect the new data. It is also available to filter the chart. Click the Chart Filters button next to the chart, deselect the check boxes next to the series or categories that you want to hide, and then click the Apply button. Changing chart layout. The overall arrangement of a chart's elements is its layout. Each chart type comes with a variety of predefined layouts that you can use to quickly change a chart's layout. If none of the predefined layouts gives you the combination and positioning of chart elements that you want, you can manually change a chart's layout by adding or removing specific chart elements and rearranging where they are positioned. Under Chart Tools on the Design tab, in the Chart Layouts group, click the Quick Layout button, and then click the desired layout in the gallery. Formatting charts. The overall appearance of a chart's elements is its style. You can quickly change a chart's appearance by applying one of the Excel's predefined styles or changing the color scheme. In addition, you can manually format individual chart elements. Under Chart Tools on the Design tab, in the Chart Styles group, click the desired style in the Quick Styles gallery. To see all available styles, click the More button in the lower right corner of the Quick Styles gallery. Change Chart's color scheme under Chart Tools on the Design tab in the Chart Styles group. Click the Change Colors button and then click the desired color scheme. Moving charts. The default location for a chart is the same worksheet as the data from which it is derived. You can move the chart to another location in the same sheet, to another sheet as an embedded object, or to its own chart sheet. A chart sheet is a special type of worksheet in Excel used to display only charts. Chart sheets are inserted to the left of the worksheet that contains the data represented by the chart. If you want to move chart within one worksheet, just drag the chart to desired location. If you want to move chart to a chart sheet or another worksheet, first, under Chart Tools on the Design tab in the Location group, click the Move Chart button. Second, in the Move Chart dialog box, first, to move the chart to its own chart sheet, select the New Sheet option and then type a name for the new chart sheet in the New Sheet box. Second, to move the chart to another worksheet, select the Object in option and then select the desired worksheet from the Object in list. Formulas are used to perform calculations in a worksheet. All formulas must begin with an equal sign. Formulas can consist of the following elements: constant values, cell references, operators, and functions. Using operators in formulas. Operators are symbols that represent specific mathematical operations. Excel formulas support a variety of operators. Arithmetic operators perform basic mathematical operations and return numeric results. Comparison operators compare two values and return true or false. Here on the screen you can see arithmetic and comparison operators and their descriptions. When a formula contains more than one operator, Excel performs calculations from left to right, based on the standard mathematical order of operations. You can change this order by using parentheses. Calculations within parentheses are performed first. The basic order of operators is as follows. First, percentage. Second, exponentiation. Third, multiplication and division. 4, addition and subtraction. 5, comparison. Using cell references in formulas. Most formulas are created using cell references. A cell reference identifies a cell or a range of cells in a worksheet. There are 3 types of cell references in Excel: relative, absolute, and mixed. These references behave differently when the formula is copied to other cell or other cells. You create an absolute reference by adding a dollar sign before the column letter and row number. If the dollar sign precedes only the column letter, the column is absolute and the row is relative. If the dollar sign precedes only the row number, the column is relative and the row is absolute. Entering formulas. You can create a simple formula by entering constant values or using cell references. The advantage of using cell references in a formula is that the formula automatically recalculates whenever the value in any cell referenced in the formula changes. Select the cell, type an equal sign, enter the first value or cell reference, enter the desired operator, enter the next value or cell reference, press enter. The result of the formula appears in the cell. Displaying formulas. Cells containing formulas display the results of the formula, not the formula itself. You can see the underlying formulas by selecting individual cells and looking at the formula bar. Another way to see formulas in a worksheet is to make them all visible. On the Formulas tab in the Formula Auditing group, click the Show Formulas button. Using functions in formulas. Functions are predefined formulas that can be used to perform complex calculations. Excel includes hundreds of functions that you can use alone or in combination with other formulas or functions. Functions are represented on the screen. Each function has its own syntax, which specifies how it must be written. The general syntax of a function is an equal sign, followed by the function name, an opening parenthesis, the function arguments, and the closing parenthesis. Function names describe the operation the function performs. Arguments specify the values or cell references the function uses when it performs its operations. Some functions have no arguments, or the argument is optional. There are a few rules to keep in mind when using functions. Arguments must be entered in the order required by the function. Arguments must be separated by commas. Optional arguments must be placed after the required ones. Parentheses are needed with every function, including functions that have no arguments. Using AutoSum button. The AutoSum button provides quick access to the most commonly used functions. The default action of the AutoSum button is the sum function. You can access the other functions by clicking the arrow on the button. Select the cell next to the numbers that you want to sum. In the function library group, click the AutoSum button or use Alt plus equals hotkey. Inserting functions. Functions are organized into categories: financial, logical, text, and so on, based on their purpose. You can insert a function into a formula by selecting it from one of the function categories. If you are not sure which category to choose, you can use the Insert Function dialog box to browse through the entire list of functions and select the one you need. First, on the Formula tab in the Function Library group, click the Insert Function button. Second, in the Insert Function dialog box, search for a function or select a category. Select the desired function and then click the OK button. Third, in the Function Arguments dialog box, enter the function's arguments and then click the OK button to display the result. Using Formula Autocomplete. If you're already familiar with the function you want to use, you can enter it directly into a cell by using the Formula Autocomplete feature. Type an equal sign. Begin typing the name of the desired function. Double-click the function that you want to use from the list. Enter the first argument for the function. If there is another argument, type a comma, and then enter the next argument. When you have finished entering all the arguments, type a closing parenthesis. Today, we have learned how to create charts based on tables. We used formulas and functions to calculate sum or find maximum and minimum. Now you have basic understanding of what formulas and functions do and how to use them in Microsoft Excel. They greatly simplify calculations and work in Excel tables. I'm sure you will encounter them in your future professional activities quite often. Thank you for your attention. We will have our Q&A session during our lessons. Please check your timetable. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please feel free to email them to me. Thank you very much. Bye for now.